Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is going to be something I'd like to try and see how it goes. It's a post-commentary with really the aim of me trying to be better at War Thunder, and my goal's hopefully not only going to improve myself, but maybe some of you guys can help, or it'll help you as well. So I'll try and edit out the slow bits that don't have value, but enjoy. Alright, this footage is from a 6-0 battle rating match here that I recorded while I was doing the video for the Black Prince. I checked the start of the match there, found out that it is actually a 5-0 to 6-0 match. Decided to go ahead and bring the Black Prince because, well, I was hopefully trying to get footage, but it's actually a very, very good tank at 5-0 to 6-0. After that, not so much, but anyways, going to go ahead and head towards C. That's the position I'm going to choose to go there is because that is, well, for one, it's a short travel distance, but for two, it's actually all of the enemies will come from one direction for the most part. They'll come up from around north of Bravo there. I'll try and edit in a video here showing that. Check the team match there to see what all we have as far as tanks. That kind of gives you an idea for what we're going to be running into. Also, it lets me know what the enemy nations are. So that we're just against Germany, not going to be expecting anything sneaky. We know it's a 6-0, so I don't have to worry about RU-251s or anything like that. Watching left here to see that they're not coming from Bravo, because that's a pretty popular spot. I'm trying to stay to the far right, so that way when I do get to Charlie, I'll be in a relatively far right position. The edge of the map's not too terribly far from this area here. Hindsight probably could have gone a little bit further to the right, but I really wanted to get the cap zone, and you should not count on getting the cap zone in a Black Prince. It's just not going to happen unless they're being really lazy. You can see on the flash and on the minimap down there is something down in that area, but I can't quite see it yet. So I'm going to keep pushing forward here. Try and keep mindful that my left side's my most vulnerable right now. I'm not thinking that they're going to have anything too crazy fast to have gotten already around me and on my right. But I'm going to peek left before I cross this little bit of a road to get onto Charlie. Looks okay. And going to move up. I do decide at this point that I'm going to go ahead and reload to get a smoke round. And of course, that's when a tiger pops out in front of me. Thankfully, he ricochets round off my front end here. It's going to be one of, I think it was 17 shots that I end up absorbing here. That smoke will keep him blinded for a little bit. Most of your enemies that are coming at Charlie will be coming from the direction I'm pointing. Sometimes they'll sneak around behind you on the left, and there I did not know what just shot my track off. If I'd have been able to pay attention, I'd have seen that there's a little red circle that appears telling me it's to my back right. So someone did actually get to the cap zone before I got here and looped around and is to the right edge of the map and has shot me. And thankfully, instead of hitting anything vital, they hit my track and took that off. Oh, there they are again, and I saw it that time. I'm going to try and civil around here. Yep, there he is, sneaky. Oh, I just got shot in the cheek. And that takes out 3 of my crew members, and then everything goes to hell. I didn't get the cap zone. I'm getting shot left and right. I'm trying to angle up my armor as best as I possibly can here. You can see these shells are ricocheting. They're tigers and panthers, so they're all things that are capable of killing me. There's a Hetzer coming around the building now. I'm kind of freaking out about that, but, well, I'm trying to fix myself, so not much to do there. And the guy on my back has finally started to set my engine on fire. So I'm going to try and hold out on putting the fire out a little bit, but I really just want to try and keep my repair going if at all possible. If I can get my gun barrel back online just to be able to pull a shot would be great, but no, I'm going to keep getting shot here. And eventually someone came around on the left side of that building as well. And getting set on fire, I went ahead and detonated after using up all my fire extinguishers. So I know that there is at least 5 guys, 6 guys possibly on Charlie, and I think I can do a little bit of ground pounding here. So I grabbed the Typhoon. Honestly, I wish I had some better ground pounders unlocked. This is only going to be able to kill potentially 4 vehicles because of the rocket payload. You fire 2 rockets at a time, so I go ahead and bring the Typhoon. I was trying to research one of the Fireflies, so I think this match actually came close to finishing it. But I'm trying to scout ahead, see if I can spot those guys on Charlie, hoping I won't have to dive into the buildings, because I am not super great with rockets. Also keeping an eye on the enemy spawn for air, because most things at this battle rating can outmaneuver a Typhoon. You've got good armament with 420s, but you're not going to do a whole lot. There's that pesky KV that shot me in the butt. Okay, let's see if we can get him here. And looks like I shot a little high, maybe. I did get a hit, so I will end up getting an assist. I'm going to pull around, try and get another pass. Enemy does have AA. I probably ought to be paying more attention to that, staying a little closer to the ground, but wanting to get that KV. Whoop, there he is. He just got killed. I'm going to go ahead and loop around that way. There's the Armada coming from Charlie. Look at that group there. Gonna try and line up a shot, long range. Oh, nice, 1-2. Got the Hetzer, got a Tiger, and that worked out pretty darn well. Up there's that whirlwind I was ignoring. And well, I did get a couple of kills, so that means I'm gonna have quite a bit of spawn points. I've got 1,515, and really, I have a a tough time here deciding. I'm like, okay, they're heading to that north spawn. I don't want to be there. Well, maybe I do want to be there. Maybe I should bring the FV, or do I want to take the Iron Duke? We'll take the FV. I'll have some smoke to defend myself. We'll just see how this goes here. So I don't move. I don't want to break my immortality here. You can swivel side to side, so you can use your tracks to go sideways, but do not press forward or backwards, because that will prematurely kill your immortality or invulnerability. You can see down in bottom left my paper doll is flashing. That means that I'm still invulnerable. I probably should have looked around a little bit more here on this. I'm also very bad binocular sniping here. The guy's down in depression, can't get to him. I'm going to need a position to get to a different thing. Looks like he's fending someone off, so I decide I'm going to go ahead and pop smoke kind of in his direction and try and get myself to cover my motion away from this Hetzer here as well. So drive a little towards him, pop my smoke, cut over to the building. Now this probably doesn't help me a whole lot since I kind of come out of the edge of my smoke here pretty quick, but it maybe keeps them looking in that direction. Hopefully help the Sherman some. So I'm going to try and get down to get this Panzer IV 70 or Hetzer or whatever this little guy is. And of course, no, artillery isn't going to work. Cannot do it that close to spawn, so that sucks. But I'm going to risk pulling around here. He shouldn't be able to get me through these logs. Oh, he fired his gun, so now I am going to try and line up my shot. Undamaged. I hit a little too high on that, ricocheted off that plate. And I keep looking at him here because the top of the FV is actually pretty prone to ricochet, and he actually did ricochet it off the top of my turret there. But this gives me plenty of time to go ahead and line up another shot, go through the plate that I fired a little too high on last time, and finish the job there. And now that he's gone, I start looking on the left here and watching that Sherman to see if he's still engaging anything. Is he clear? Is there anything over there coming from Bravo? And I think that we're pretty good here to move up. He's going to be my canary in the coal mine, so to speak, and kind of see what happens to that Sherman there as I move up low right here to try and cover myself. Oh, he got shot in the back, so I'm going to try and locate whatever that was. I don't see anything on the ridge, but I think I see an outline here. Nope, I'm too far down. There it is. It's a Panther. So I'm going to go through the cheek. Got a great disable on the cannon breach right off the first shot. So now he should be easy pickings, and so long as his tracks are moving, he's not repairing. So now we continue to see while watching on our left. Okay, we jump forward a little bit in time here because it was mostly just me looking off to the left towards Bravo with this Sherman. We were wanting to make sure we weren't going to get shot from the side, and we were moving up to this point. Now we did see someone die back towards the spawn, so I wrote to the group and said that someone is spawn camping the north spawn. But we're at Charlie, so we're not going to turn back and deal with that right now. I want to go ahead and see if I can get this cap. That would give me a bunch of spawn points and secure another spawn for me. Trying to be cautious because I know they come from the right, but they're also potentially going to be coming from down the road on the left. Going to hold up behind this house. Oh, I see that my Sherman got engaged and he's dead. So I'm going to drop artillery back on that location. And I'm looking behind because that guy's going to be coming this way. He knows I'm still capping. I'm going to go ahead and try and pivot around. And I don't notice him at first, but... oh, yep, there's a guy right there but to the left of that building. And let's get him here. There we go. Nice shot. Okay. Gonna finish up my cap on the zone here, and I'm gonna wait just a little bit. I'm gonna sit to the side of this house here because I think that looks relatively safe. But I'm gonna wait for a couple of smoke rounds to load up once I get the zone. Alright, got that. Gonna go ahead and move forward so I don't have to worry about them coming from my right side, not knowing that they're going to be coming from my left side instead. But I'm watching left, so my right side's protected anyways. Make sure I'm not being flanked. There's smoke round number 1. Or grenade, I should say. And smoke grenade number 2. Okay, let's move out. Alright, good shape. Now I'm going to head up towards Bravo and see if I can see about flipping that, if I don't get blowed up first. But I do see something on my left there. I can see it in third-person view. Oh, and a surprise Puma. Did not see him. He dies in one shot, thankfully, and he didn't really do a whole lot of damage. I could go try and replace my crew, but I decide I'm going to go ahead and use my 2 smoke grenades, cover me as I cross in front of this building, because I think that guy is close enough. He's going to be able to shoot me pretty soon. So I'm going to sneak around here, hopefully get a surprise. He's thinking I'm waiting in the smoke. I'll come around the edge. Maybe. Oh, he kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting him to be right there. Got through, got his transmission, so he's not going to be moving. He is on fire. If I can keep moving to get around so he can't keep his turret on me, that'd be great. Got his gunner. Now I know that I'm safe for a little bit. I'm probably going to go ahead and try and take on the Hetzer that's on the other side of him that I'm using him as armor. Nope, I go ahead and secure the cannon breach, so now he cannot fire on me until he fixes his cannon. Now, I really probably shouldn't have tried taking this shot, because it's such a steep slope. I don't think that there was much I was going to do. I do go ahead and drop artillery on myself to try and get the Panther, but I've been shot from behind, my engine's on fire, and there's the rest of the shot. Tiger shows up to finish the job from behind. I don't know what I probably would have done much differently there. I guess... Oh, and here I'm questioning what I should bring. I've got over 2,000 spawn points. I'm thinking maybe I bring the Black Prince, but no, that's never going to get to a cap in time. So let's go ahead and bring the Iron Duke, and I know that they're at the north spawn, so I'll instead go to the southern spawn. Oh, hello, there's a Nashorn. And we will go ahead and disable him, and someone's shooting me from the back, so I'm going to try and spin around as quick as I can to get a shot on him while the other guy's fixing his gunner. And he's hiding behind a rock, so I am just likely screwed. I also notice I've got something else shooting me from a different angle. And they were thoroughly spawn camping us. So, unfortunately, I didn't get to do a lot there. So, instead of bringing the Iron Duke back, I look at the bar at the top, and I realize that now I'm not going to be able to win this on the ground. I don't have any more people left on the team. I'm going to go ahead and spawn in Spitfire. If they've got a plane up, I can shoot it down, and I've got a bomb, so I can try and bomb them. But it looks like me and the Spitfire are the only guys left on the team, so I'm going to head and see if I can bomb that Nashorn, because he's got a nice open back, and that's probably about the only thing I'm going to be able to reliably hit, because I'm kind of horrible at dropping bombs from a fighter. And he just killed the Nashorn, so I get an assist on that. But that leaves me wondering what target I should go for. There was an AA, which I'm not really interested in, and there was the Tiger. I think I've spotted the Tiger there. I'm going to get over his position and try and do a vertical drop. I'll come up and over, try and line myself up as I dive down. He's making a run for those woods, so I'm going to try and hit just right in front of him there. I see that a Tiger's exploded, but I don't know if that was my guy or not. I think that I was pretty close to hitting him, and if he suicided, well, there's nothing I can really do to stop him. So, anyways, I think that's the way that this match ends here. It was definitely a good match as far as score is concerned. Didn't really obviously end up winning. Things I would have done differently. The Churchill approach, I would have ended up taking a little bit further approach on the right. I would probably I should have said, no, there's no point in trying to get to Charlie right now, or try and cap Charlie. I should just go to the right, so that way I don't get flanked, and I could have stopped that KV from getting to my vulnerable side. And then the engagement at Charlie after I capped it as the FV, I most likely shouldn't have charged at that Panther. I should have shot him from down below. Once I got his transmission, I guess I was just wanting to try and get out of that gun's arc. So it kind of worked out. I don't know that it would have changed much, but I probably could have played a little bit more conservatively in that moment there. Risked him killing me and gotten his gun then, and then the Panzer IV or the Hetzer there wouldn't have been able to have gotten me too effective from the left side. Well, anyhow, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I think that it's definitely good for me to be able to look back at these matches and reflect and do some searching as to what I may have done differently. And hopefully it helps you guys too. So if you like this, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. And I will see you all next time.